Please help support the channel by visiting our Amazon store for items like the G7X Creator Kit, perfect for YouTube vlogging. Affiliate link below. Hey, what's going on, everyone? My name is Matt Jarbo. This is $3 Theater, and oh my god, today is the day. Not just Star Wars The Last Jedi is going to be coming out in a couple hours here in the United States, but the fact that Disney has spent $54 billion and purchased a large majority of Fox. 21st Century Fox, the FX networks, Fox Sports, a few other things in there as well, National Geographic. I mean, the list goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on. They've spent a lot of money for this particular merger, and it's the biggest Hollywood has ever seen. I mean, think of it like this. In 2010, when Disney bought Marvel, they spent $4 billion. And clearly, that's paid off. In 2012, they paid $4.08 billion for Lucasfilm, Star Wars, ILM, Skywalker Sound. I mean, they spent it, right? And that in itself has, in fact, paid off. With the release of The Last Jedi, it's going to make that in total, you're looking at like another $2 billion for The Last Jedi on top of $1.5 billion for Rogue One, $2 billion for The Force Awakens, and they're going to earn their money back, at least with merchandising and everything else. I've got my Boba Fett jersey on. I'm going to see Star Wars. Come on. But this merger, this purchase is a big deal because yes, it means that X-Men, Deadpool, all those properties are now back with the MCU. I saw people legitimately asking that question today, like, are they going to bring it back together? Yeah, of course. Why else would they purchase it? Well, no, there's clearly other reasons, which I'll get to. Now, I have my concerns. One is Deadpool. That right now is one of my biggest ones, like Deadpool, Kingsman, Alien. Those are my three, top of my head. Why do I say that? Because for one, even though Kingsman is considered an independent property that went to 20th Century Fox as the distributor, and Matthew Vaughn can take the film elsewhere if he wants to, which he might. The way that Disney likes to homogenize their purchases is a problem. Alien going forward may not be rated R. It may not be bloody. It may be like AVP, PG-13, and not want to push the boundaries there. Deadpool, same concern. Now, Bob Iger did come out and say that he wants to see multiple Deadpool sequels and that they're going to be continuing going forward with the R rating. Now, the movies could be R-rated, X-Force could be R-rated, but anytime Deadpool moves over into, let's say, the greater MCU, PG-13. Really truncated until the point of where, and this is my thoughts on this one, Bob Iger is going to extend his contract as being the CEO of Disney from 2019 to 2021, therefore completely eliminating any chance of him running against Donald Trump for president in 2020. That was actually a thing for a while. But that being said, he signed up for this one. He's doing this, and he's going to say he wants this. But when he steps down, when he leaves in a couple years, by the time we might get Deadpool 3 out of that time, when exactly or who exactly is going to take over and what are their thoughts going to be about R-rated movies? Disney will homogenize. It is just what they do, right? They're going to sterilize and they're going to clean it up for Disney XD and their other channels. And that may not entirely be a horrific thing due to the fact that it's going to give more exposure. But if it pisses off Ryan Reynolds, he'll walk. And if he walks, there goes a literal billion-dollar franchise. And the reason why Bob Iger will not want to mess with Deadpool right now is because, for one, Deadpool 2 is in post-production. Movie comes out in June. It's on track to earn the same, if not more, right? Entirely making it possible to gross $1 billion because the last movie was over $800 million worldwide, the highest-grossing R-rated film of all time. Anything could happen. Now, I don't know. I might just be ahead of myself here. I might just be getting way too ahead of myself. And some people were going to comment on that clearly, but these are valid, legit fears for down the road. Not only that, but the FX networks were in this deal as well. They create a whole bunch of risque comedy. Are those going to be neutered? Are those going to be clipped? Are we going to get It's Always Sunny Philadelphia type shows? Are shows that are currently on FX or Fox, the television network, are those going to be clipped? I don't know if that's actually part of the deal or not. I know Fox Broadcasting is remaining with Fox News, all that kind of stuff. I don't know if Fox, the television series, or their network is going to be included. I forget right now. But the other thing, too, is that Pandora, Avatar, is now included in this. And that's going to be a big deal because that is still the highest grossing movie of all time. Disney is going to want to put it in their parks. They already are in Walt Disney World. The World of Pandora is already there. So now it's going to be part of it. Neytiri is now basically a Disney princess. The Alien Queen is now basically a Disney princess, or the Xenomorph is, so to speak. Ellen Ripley, Disney princess. So there's lots of new things being added into the mix. So I'm of two minds of this. One mind, I'm like, yes, X-Men, Wolverine, Fantastic Four, those are coming back to the MCU. It's made whole, for the most part, right? It's made whole. Are these shows going to, or are these characters going to pop up in the next phase of films? Yeah, probably. Which is one of the reasons why they, I think, wanted it done now. This deal has been in talks. Now, that when this deal was originally announced or originally talked about, it had kind of fallen through. I did say that that just means this deal is going to go through. Them putting it out there like that means it's going to happen. It's going to go down at sometime. And people are like, no, it's dead. I'm like, no. Same thing happened with the Sony Spider-Man MCU talks. Once that leaked and fans wanted it, it found its way to legitimacy. So here's the other thing. Why? Why, outside of the comics, would Disney buy this property? Why would they spend $54 billion? You know, like 12 times more than what they spent for Star Wars, complete with Lucasfilm Skywalker Sound ILM, right? Because of BAM technology. And that's even in the press release. And I don't know if a lot of people out there have paid attention to this, because I haven't seen anyone talking about it. The press release talks about BAM Tech. BAM Tech is what Disney purchased over buying Twitter earlier this year. BAM Tech is going to be what they're using to create their Disney streaming service. So, by purchasing all of Fox's library, which is an extensive and very good library, they have now guaranteed that they're going to be able to put this stuff on there. But there's another thing too. And this was in there, and I'm not too sure what this is going to mean. But essentially, they now have a controlling stake in Hulu, because part of the deal was that they would get Fox's shares into Hulu. Now, I'm wondering, are they going to find a way to integrate BAM Tech into Hulu, therefore expanding that base out, because that's already an established streaming service? Are they going to put all of their stuff there and make that the Disney side of it? Very similar to what Showtime is doing and HBO are doing with Hulu, where you can pay an extra premium service to get access through that to those particular platforms. It's entirely possible. And actually, it would seem to make more sense to me in the long run. This would be something that would easily be a good decision. Why invest all that time and energy into something that you can just piggyback onto something else that's already established, already has the infrastructure? I could be wrong. I don't know. This is literally just what I'm thinking about right now. I'm excited and horrified at this at the same time. I'm hot and I'm cold. I'm hot because I want to see X-Men go back. I want to see Fantastic Four. And Fantastic Four was specifically announced in the press release, which means Disney wants it back. Disney really wants it back because they have been screwing Fantastic Four for years. And as a result of that, now we can finally get the crossovers. They can finally start rebuilding the brand that is Marvel's first family and put them in there, right? They can bring over the two worlds, merge them together, give us the dark X-Men take on certain things with like New Mutants and that trilogy, as well as Deadpool, X-Force coming out, and also give us whatever else they've got. You know, they can give us everything else they've got going on with bringing Fantastic Four over into the MCU. Perhaps Fantastic Four is going to be the gap that bridges the two universes together because of just something Reed Richards does. Anything could happen. I'm cautious. Like I said, I'm cautiously optimistic for good reasons. But as I previously stated, everything involving Bob Iger and the homogenization of these properties and how Disney is all about profit versus creativity, I don't know. But at the same time, I have no control over any of it. All I can do is just wait for the inevitable Star Wars X-Men crossover, because that would be pretty cool. Maybe happen in a comic somewhere. But look, okay, to just kind of finish this thing up. I saw what Disney did to not only X-Men, not X-Men, Marvel, and Star Wars. They have revitalized those properties. They have heavily capitalized on those properties. They have homogenized those properties. But they've also brought them back, and they've been good. And they've done very well. Because Disney is giving people the resources to create. So maybe we're going to get that with X-Men. And many fans out there, after looking at the past couple of movies, are just like, okay, it's time. Marvel's whole again. And regardless of anything else I might have concerns with involving Deadpool, that to me is awesome. And I'm more optimistic for that than anything else. I just hope Disney realizes that there is money in risk taking. And that is exactly what Deadpool is. And I hope that they continue letting Fox be a distributor of these properties. They separate them. We know they're separated. And that's where they go. And they might do it in the beginning. But I am fearful for the future. But in the meantime, just to wrap this thing up, it's going to be a wild ride. And I want to know your guys' thoughts on this. Let me know in the comments below. My name is, of course, Matt Jarbo. This has been $3 Theater. I will talk to you guys later. Have yourself a great day. And peace out.